What does this runner anchored to this truck have to do with your health and wealth and happiness and freedom? Well, only everything, as you're going to find out in just a minute. First, let me ask you a couple of important questions. Have you already spent a lot of time and money and energy on self-help, personal development, and law of attraction approaches, but still find yourself frustrated and stuck? Have you already done all the books and the CDs and the seminars and the programs and the courses again and again, only to find yourself right back where you started or even worse? And if you have, do you ever wonder if maybe you're missing something, or maybe something's being held back or hidden from you, or maybe if you've tried it all, have you ever wondered if maybe there's something actually wrong with you? Let me be the one to tell you, it's not your fault. While every book and every course and every program has value and has its place, the vast majority of self-help, personal, professional development, law of attraction, and even spiritual approaches lack the necessary keys to effect deep, lasting, and permanent, profound life change. I can relate. I had a pretty rough childhood, severely abused for the first 16 years of my life, and I came up and created a train wreck out of my life with that self-esteem. When religion failed to deliver on its promise, I dove into self-help at a very early age. And when self-help failed to deliver on its promise, I got into the more advanced, and some would say woo-woo, law of attraction and energy approaches. Now, I personally spent over 30 years, over $300,000 that I can document, tens of thousands of hours on every approach that claimed that it was going to help me to transcend my issues and create a life that worked. I did learn a lot. I became the world's most miserable positive thinker, but my deepest life issues remained untouched. Now, despite all the time and money and energy that I put into my self-help journey, my life just got worse and worse until finally at rock bottom, I ended up homeless, desperate, suicidal, and stuck. And finally, at that lowest point, suicidal and hopeless, I experienced a breakthrough that's actually difficult to describe. I stepped from the idea of infinite possibilities into the experience of infinite possibilities, from the idea of everything being energy into the actual experience of miracles that I had always heard about and hoped for. In that moment, I learned the secret that nobody in the law of attraction world, nobody in the self-help, nobody in the professional development world was even talking about. Now, you remember that anchored runner that I showed you just a moment ago? It illustrates the secret I'm talking about. See, you can prepare and you can train and you can have the best coach and the best mentors, and you can visualize yourself crossing the finish line. You can think happy, winning thoughts for years. But if you have a 2,000-pound anchor holding you to the ground, you're never going to leave the starting line. And similarly, you can take every self-help course known to man. You can take every money, business, and success course known to man. You can practice every type of visualization, goal setting, and you can sit focusing on your happy space in the law of attraction world for the next 30 years. But if you have an inner anchor holding you to your past and your pains, you're never going to get where you want to get. You're never going to break free. In my breakthrough moment 6.5 years ago, I discovered that core anchor that's holding millions of people back. Now, this is an anchor that traditional therapies, self-help approaches, goal setting, mind-based, and spiritual approaches actually leave untouched. Since that breakthrough 6.5 years ago, I've been able to help tens of thousands of people in 83 countries through my online programs and my workshops here in Hawaii and around the world. Then, just a few months ago, I was inspired to take everything I had learned and everything that I mastered in my spell-breaking work, you'll learn about that in just a moment, and distill it into one powerful book that could touch millions of people around the world. Now, I know this is a bold statement, but Break Your Self-Help Addiction is the last awakening and consciousness book you're ever going to need. It's not a self-help book. This is a book on awakening and consciousness, shifting your power to shift your core paradigm, dissolve that anchor so that you can fly rapidly into the life of your dreams. This is much more than a book, and right now it's available absolutely free. When you click and register, you're going to get the entire book for free, and you're also going to receive a series of multimedia trainings and transformational tools unlike anything you've ever seen, all absolutely free. Let's dissolve that anchor together right now. Click the button and get your copy of Break Your Self-Help Addiction free right now.